Hi guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of a brand new Revolution brand called Relove by Revolution. So if you guys want to see the tea, the products and how everything's looking, then go ahead and keep on watching. So the angle with this brand is that everything in their collection is £5 or below, and that's $6 if you are in the US. So everything that you'll get from this will be $6 and below. And I thought to myself, if I can get a full face done and look good for less than £40, I don't know about you guys, but for me it's a no-brainer. If I can be doing glitz and glam on a budget, then I'm here for it. There are two products though that I will say aren't from this line, and they are my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpt Concealer and my Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. And the reason is, one, there's no concealers as part of the collection yet, and there are some setting sprays, they just aren't available for purchase, or they weren't available for purchase when I made my order, so I had to substitute these two products. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this makeup review, tutorial, I don't know what to call it, but let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I went with the Pore Vanishing Primer. There are 4 different ones to choose from. So there's the Power Fix, the H2O Hydrate, the Pore Vanish that I've got, and then the Super Matte. I was torn between the H2O and this one, and I figured since my pores are doing a bit too much at the moment, they really are, that I would go with this one. I didn't really want to get the Super Matte because I don't like to start off with a matte product. It's just not a bit of me. So this is £4 and there's 12 millimeters of product. Okay, so this, I'm just going to show you guys, it's very watery, which is actually not what I was expecting, but I'm really happy that it is this way because it feels really hydrating. So I'd love to know what the difference between this primer is and the hydrating one that I saw when I was purchasing. I'm going to take a look at my pores and see what the situation is there. So my pores haven't vanished. That's something that I will say. Have they been minimized? Not really. Not really. So that's how the skin is looking right now. I'm liking the glow. Usually when there's a product that's targeted at your pores and stuff, it normally has that weird powdery kind of texture and the cloudy sort of color, but this isn't that, and this is beaming. But yeah, I am going to go and move on to the eyes now because I am an eyes before foundation kind of girl. And that's because I'm a fallout on the face kind of girl, ruin the makeup look kind of girl, cry about the fallout on your face ruining your makeup kind of girl. That's why. That's why. So we are going to move to the eyes, and I did pick up one of their eyeshadow palettes. So this is one of the Relove Color Play eyeshadow palettes, and I picked it up in the shade Color Story, believe, and I'll just go ahead and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. So this was £3 and there are 12 different palettes to choose from, and they've got all sorts of different color stories. They've got blues, they've got greens, some golds in there that I saw, some browns, some fully matte palettes. There's a huge variety to choose from, so you do get 6 shades for £3. And I am going to go ahead and just swatch this palette for you guys so you can see. Now that was creamier than I thought. Okay, I'm excited to swatch this one. Listen, I don't know, something went right at the Revolution HQ because usually something goes wrong. I am actually low-key impressed. These are really buttery shadows, and I typically associate Revolution with that powdery type of formula for their shadows, but I am low-key loving this. And this is that shade right here. And then our last shade is like a peachy sort of shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch that there. So this is the Believe palette. So I'm gonna do a quick little eye look, nothing too complicated, just because I don't want the video to be super long. Taking a fluffy brush and I'm going in with this shade over here. I don't know what I think I'm doing without priming my lids. I was really about to make a mistake, so let's go in and prime. And I'm just using that Too Faced Born This Way. And now I'm going in with that fluffy brush and I'm just going to see what the pigment is saying. Okay. It's actually got a decent amount of pigment on it. And I think this berry shade might actually complement that coppery shade quite well, so I'm not too concerned about that. But I still wish it would have been a brown. I don't know about you guys, but I am actually impressed. I did not expect myself to be impressed, but I am. And now for that coppery shade over here, I'm using my finger and I'm literally just gonna apply this on my main lid area. I actually really like this. It reminds me of Tammy Clark's Tropical Twilight palette. Like, that's what it's giving me. It's just giving me summery vibes. But you know, there's like evening summery vibes. It's just the fact that it was £3 for me. You know? I'm gonna leave the eye there for now, and later on I will finish up with this shimmery sort of pearly shade right here, and that will go in my inner corner. But I usually like to do my inner corner second to last, just because when I'm doing my concealer and stuff, it does kind of take away what I've put in the inner corner. I've decided to do my mascara now. I usually do it before I add lashes, but I thought I might as well let it dry while I do the rest of my face. So this is the Volume Power Lash, and this mascara was £3. They also have a clear brow and lash gel that's also £3. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys what the wand looks like. So there's the wand. I'll go ahead and coat one of my lashes in the mascara, and I'll show you guys what the eyes look like side by side. Okay, so this is what the eyelash with the mascara looks like. And this is without. And this is up front. I did get a tiny bit on my lid, but remove. So that's what they look like compared to each other. It's not a breathtaking mascara. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not like, wow. But it's also not a bad mascara either. It's just a mascara. Now we're going back to the base and the most expensive product I picked up from this collection, and it is their Super Serum foundation. I got this in the shade 13.2, and if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not really one for Revolution foundations just because the shades really throw me off, but I went ahead and bought it just because it was £5, and how can I do a full face without having the foundation? That's like most of the face. So this one comes in 15 different shades. I am going to swatch the shade that I've got. So it's got a dropper applicator like this. So I've just put some on the back of my hand there. And we're going to swatch it and see. I don't think it's a bad match for me given all of the shades that were available. I feel like it is slightly cool tone for me, but the other shade, which I think was 14.2 or 14.5, was just too olive looking. It looked quite green. So I went with this shade. So we're going to see how we get on. It would be great if I had some product in the actual pipette, but... Okay, so I'm just not picking up any product at all. Hello? There we go. Oh, but that's all I got. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this on my face and come back. So I'm back. Don't ask me what happened, but yeah. I'm looking at the shade and it is looking quite cool toned, and I don't know how this is gonna go. Yeah, this is more on the cool side than I would like. Oh gosh. This had to be the part where it went wrong. Why did it have to be the foundation? This is making me look grey. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, no, I literally can't with this color. No. We're not doing this. Right, I'm gonna take some of my Huda Beauty foundation to try and warm this up a little bit. So that's my Huda Beauty one underneath, and then that's the Revolution one. So as you guys can see, the Revolution one is very, very cool toned in comparison. The finish is very, very dewy though. It's very, very glowy, as you guys can see. But yeah, it needed more warmth. Sorry. I've only put a little bit of that Huda Beauty one on there just because I don't want to compromise the formula of the foundation serum too much, so you guys can see, you know, what it looks like. Another thing to note is this is how it looks with the Pore Vanish primer. I'm not sure if it would look the same combined with another one. If that shade had been more on the warm side, it actually would have been such a hit, because I'm low-key looking a bit flawless. I wish they'd launched their own concealer so I could see what that looked like and how it would go with the foundation. What we have next is all of the powder products that are gonna go on top of this. And this is where we could have problems. The concealer is on and the face is still intact, but that could all change now because we are going to go ahead and set all of that concealer that we just put on. And I went ahead and picked up the HD Super Matte setting powder, and this is a white powder, and I typically go for a yellow powder unless it's the Laura Mercier because her formula is amazing. So I put some of that in the cap. And this is £3. So we're going to go ahead and see what the situation is. I've just got it on the end of my sponge. Oh, it's so white. Okay, let's go under the eyes first and set that to avoid them creases. Okay, it's white, but hopefully we can blend it out. Okay. Listen, guys, we might be able to get a beat face for less than 40. It might actually be, oh my, listen. I don't know if it's because my skin is on skin today or what is happening, because imagine if I look terrible and I'm sitting here gassed and you lot are watching from your computers like. Hold on, let me check my big mirror because right now I'm looking in the camera, so I'm gonna just. Okay, I did a vibes check, it's okay. I'm gonna set the rest of my face now, and I did pick up their Super Matte pressed powder in the shade Chestnut. So this is what that shade looks like, and I thought this would be good as an all over the face powder. And we're gonna go ahead and swatch this shade. That's the Huda foundation, and that's the 13.2 foundation for reference. So this powder is £3 and it comes in 12 different shades. We're gonna go in with this powder. Okay, so the color's not looking too bad, but I'm gonna try not to concentrate it in one area because ciao. And I am kind of sweeping it over the places where I use the other setting powder, just because I feel like that powder stripped away some of the colour a little bit. I'm actually... listen, I don't know. But she's looking cute. A little bit actually. A pinch. I don't know why I'm saying pinch like that. But they definitely, listen, what I think is that we've got some really good quality products here, but they've just put them in smaller sizes to make them more affordable. That's exactly what I think is going on here. I think, yeah, if they paid just a little bit more attention to the shades, just a little bit more attention, we could be sitting on a winner. The next part I'm kind of nervous about because it does have a bronzer shade in it, but I have already opened it and the bronze shade has a little bit of a shimmer to it, which I'm not too keen on in bronzers. I do prefer the matte type of bronze shade, but we are going to go ahead and see what this is about. So I got the trio in the shade Bronze Sugar. Right now on the Revolution website, it looks like the shades have been matched wrong. So it does say that Bronze Sugar is for light to medium skin tones, but as you guys can see, this is a fairly deep shade. And if you look at all three of the palettes, this is the deepest one. So I think they've just labeled them wrong. So yeah. There's Sugar and there's Baked Sugar and then this one, which is Bronze Sugar. There's supposed to be a highlight shade, a blush shade, and then a contour / bronze shade in here. But I'm really confused because this is the shade that I would have thought would be the bronzer. But this one says contour on it. So now I'm not sure if this is the blush shade or if it's not. I don't get it. I don't want to do the wrong thing, you know? I really have no idea, but we're going to go ahead and swatch this palette anyway. So we're starting with the highlighter shade. Okay, and it's just a shimmery sort of white. Not the highlight shade that I will be using. I'm not too keen on that. Then the shade in the middle, which is either a blush shade or... okay, this can't be a contour shade. There's no way. This is like gold. Yeah, I think that would be the blush shade, which I'm also not going to use because I don't know. My goodness. Yeah, this one has all types of shimmers in it. That's the last shade. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there is that last shade, which is meant to be our bronze shade. Truth be told, I would have preferred for this shade to be warmer. This, yeah, this is more contour, but I don't know why they say bronzer on the website. Okay. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's actually not a bad little shade here. It's not a bronze shade. It's not warm enough for me. This headband gem. I should just start layering my wigs. That's what I should just start doing, because this headband life to cover the lace, it can get aggravating, you know? I don't want that cool toned look. I want warmth. I'm probably going to leave it there because I don't want my face to become too cool toned. This, yeah, I'm definitely more of a warmth. I don't, yeah, the depth thing, it's not really for me. We're on to one of our last products now, and this is one that I was actually very, very excited about. This is the blushed palette that I picked up in the shade Baby, and this has a blush and a highlight. I really hope that they swatch nice and that they look nice. Oh, I'm excited. This is another £3 palette and there are 6 different ones to choose from. I really like the look of this one. It looked like a powder version of my Fenty Rosé Latte, so I thought that one might just be for me. So this is what the blush shade looks like. Okay, yeah, it's definitely giving me powdered Rosé Latte. And let's get into this highlighter shade. Ooh, this one kind of looks like the eyeshadow shade that we used in the beginning. And there's what that shade looks like. So it's like a coppery rose gold sort of color, and I just thought this one would look really flattering against my skin tone. And I've just got it on this brush here, and I'm just gonna, ooh. Hopefully this will bring some warmth back into the look. I'm gonna put a bit on my nose. I've seen people doing that lately, and I'm gonna drag it up just a little bit just to give more color to the face. Okay, I like this blush shade, I do. And before I go in with that highlighter shade, I am going to use my Milk Hydro Grip setting spray. I feel like I do look a little bit oily though. Alright, maybe I'm just tripping. I'm going to go in with the last product I picked up, which is the Baby Gloss in the shade Wonder. So as you guys remember me saying, a lot of these products look quite miniature, so this is the size of the gloss, and it has 2.2 milliliters of product in it, and there are about 8 different shades to pick from, and I picked this one, which is a true brown tone. I picked this shade when I thought that the palette had more browns and golds in it than it did, so this was bought to complement that, but we've definitely got a more pink eye going on right now, pink and orange. Okay, so it's very pigmented and it's got a very sweet scent to it. Yeah, I actually really like the gloss. And we're going back to the highlighter now, I don't think I forgot. So I've got my Beauty Bay highlighting brush here. And we're gonna see what this highlight is saying. Okay, so it's a very fine highlighter, I find. Oh, wow. I look super hydrated. I don't know if it's my lighting or what, and I'm not sure if I like it right now. But when I look in my own mirror, the makeup looks absolutely fine. Let me know what you guys think. This is where the look is right now. I am, of course, going to add some lashes because I just feel like lashes elevate a look. So I'm going to go ahead, finish the eye, and I'll come back. So this is the finished look. I went ahead and added my lashes and liner and things like that. So they do have some liners of their own in their range that I didn't pick up that go for $2.50 each. There's a black one and a white one, and then the same in the liquid formula as well. For those of you guys who wanted to know, they have quite an extensive brow range as well. So they've got powders, pomades, and pencils. So yeah, this is Relove by Revolution. Say goodbye to Wonder, you guys, because I have to go back to my day one gone rogue. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly run through my final opinion on each of the product for you guys as quickly as I can, so this video isn't super long. So here we go. I'm gonna try and do these in order of appearance. So the first thing we've got is the primer. I don't really have too much to say about this. It's a decent primer. I'm not really sure how much I'd say it's pore vanishing because I don't really think it made that much of a difference, but it is a decent primer, and I think most of the other ones would be as well. Then of course I went ahead and did my eyes, and honestly this is one of my favorite products from everything that I bought. The palette is absolutely stunning. The formula is so good that I think I would actually purchase all 12 of the palettes. This is definitely up there. I'm gonna put it on my left for my favorites pile. Then what did we go ahead and do? We went in with the foundation. This exceeded my expectations, but I really wish that the shades had done more, because I think even in the bottle this shade looks a lot warmer than it is in real life because it's quite grey. Had it been the correct shade for me, and had I not have had to mix my Huda foundation with this, I think I think this would have been a real one. And I think I will hold on to this and mix it as I've been doing, because I do really like the finish of this and how it looks. I'm trying to remember what I did and in what order I did it. I think we went ahead and concealed with the Too Faced concealer, and then we went into this powder. This I have no complaints about. It's finely milled and it doesn't leave too much of a white cast. And I checked on the creasing under my eyes when I did my liner and we were looking okay. So I do actually really like this a lot more than I like their banana powder. So this powder right here, this one, I don't know, I just bought it last year and I haven't used it since because I don't like it. And then I went in with the Super Matte Pressed Powder. This I think also could have been a smidge warmer, but it did work and I did like it. And I think the finish is really nice. Yeah. I feel like there's too much coolness in my face. I'm not used to having so many cool tones, or just, you know, I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. But I do quite like this, so I will put it over here on this side. This I didn't like at all. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not a cool tone babe. It's just not me. And yeah, I think they could have done so much more with this in terms of bronzing or what have you. Because yeah, the highlighter in this is, it's, you know what, I'm just to the side with that one. This is also another product that I really liked. The shades were just phenomenal. And finally, the lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. It was pigmented, it was sweet, it was nice, it was juicy, and it looked amazing. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on these products. Let me know what you guys think. Did we successfully get a full face of products less than £5, or do we need a little bit of more work? Do we need a little bit more, you know? For me personally, I think it was a successful video. I am excited to try out the setting sprays that came out in this collection. But as a whole, this collection did not let me down. I am really happy with the products in this collection. And I think Revolution finally did something other than the bronzer that I can sing about, because I'm happy. I am. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button before you go. If you aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and flaunt the face, because I mean, I didn't just do all this for nothing, you know. So I'll see you guys in my next video.